Have you ever wondered why, no matter how much money you make, it somehow seems to vanish before the month ends? You tell yourself, once I earn more, my problems will disappear. But here's the cold truth. More money doesn't guarantee financial freedom. In fact, without the right mindset and habits, the more you earn, the more broke you can become. Today, we'll uncover 12 harsh financial truths that most people learn too late in life, but you won't have to if you pay close attention. Number 1, lifestyle inflation will eat your wealth. When your income rises, your expenses tend to rise too. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it's the silent killer of financial freedom. You convince yourself that you deserve a nicer car, a bigger home, or more luxury trips because you're earning more now. But here's the trap. Your spending grows as fast as your income, so you never truly build wealth. Rich people focus on increasing their assets, not their expenses. If you don't control lifestyle inflation, you'll stay trapped in a cycle of working just to maintain your lifestyle instead of building your future. Number 2, you confuse income with wealth. Many people believe that earning a high income automatically means they're wealthy. But income is just the money flowing in. Wealth is what you keep and grow. You can make $10,000 a month and still be broke if your expenses match or exceed your income. Meanwhile, someone earning $3,000 but saving and investing consistently will end up far wealthier in the long run. The truth? Your net worth is far more important than your paycheck. Number 3, debt is not free money. Credit cards, payday loans, and buy now, pay later schemes can feel like free money until the interest starts eating you alive. Debt robs your future income before you've even earned it. Every dollar you borrow comes with a silent chain of repayment, often far more than you borrowed in the first place. If you rely on debt to fund your lifestyle, you're not living in the present, you're stealing from your future self. Use debt for investments that grow in value, not for things that lose value the moment you buy them. You can earn 6 figures and still end up broke. These are the truths that nobody tells you, but they might just save your financial future. Number 4, you confuse assets with liabilities. Most people think they know what an asset is until they check their bank account and realize their assets are actually draining them dry. An asset, by definition, puts money in your pocket. A liability? It takes money out. Simple, right? Yet people buy things that cost them more to keep than they ever return, and they proudly call these things investments. Take the example of the dream house. You save for years, you take a massive loan, and finally you move into your 5-bedroom palace. But here's the problem. That house isn't generating a dime. In fact, every month you're paying a mortgage, property tax, insurance, and maintenance fees. If it's not producing income, it's not an asset, it's a liability. It's not just houses. Cars are one of the worst offenders. You buy that luxury vehicle because you deserve it. Sure, it feels great for a month, but the payments, insurance, fuel, and repairs, those keep coming, whether your income does or not. It's like a slow leak in your wallet. True wealth builders don't collect liabilities disguised as assets. They buy rental properties that bring in steady rent. They invest in dividend stocks that pay them quarterly. They start businesses that work for them even when they're asleep. And here's the kicker. Once those assets are producing income, then they buy the luxuries, often using the asset income to cover the cost. The harsh truth? Many people stay broke because they want the appearance of wealth before they've built actual wealth. They buy the house, the car, the watch, and then spend the next 20 years paying for them. If you ever want to break free, stop bragging about what you own and start asking what's paying you back. Number 5, you live without a budget. Let's be honest. Budgeting isn't sexy. Nobody's rushing to Instagram to post about their monthly expense spreadsheet. But if you don't control your money will control you. And usually it will lead you straight to being broke. Think about it. Every paycheck, you tell yourself you'll spend wisely. But without a budget, every trip to the grocery store, every night out, and every limited time deal slowly chips away at your balance. The people who build real wealth treat their income like a resource to be allocated with intention. They have categories: bills, investments, savings, fun, and they stick to them. When an opportunity or emergency comes up, they have money ready because they planned for it. If you're constantly surprised at the end of the month by how little you have left, that's not bad luck. That's poor planning. Number 6, you ignore multiple streams of income. Here's a brutal fact. If you have only one source of income, you're one disaster away from being broke. Number 7, refusing to network and build relationships. You've probably heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And yet, many people ignore this truth, thinking that hard work alone will push them forward. But here's the harsh reality. If you refuse to network and build relationships, you will always be playing the game of life on easy mode, while others are getting VIP access to opportunities you'll never even hear about. Why? Because connections are currency. Every handshake, every conversation, every introduction plants a seed that can grow into something life-changing. But when you isolate yourself, when you hide behind excuses like, I'm shy, I don't like small talk, or I just let my work speak for itself, you cut yourself off from one of the most powerful wealth-building engines that exists. Look at how the truly wealthy operate. They attend events, they join masterminds, they keep in touch with people they met years ago. They send congratulatory messages when someone they know hits a milestone. They make themselves present and memorable because they understand that opportunities don't just fall from the sky, they flow through people. Now let's flip the script. Imagine 2 equally skilled designers. One works alone, head down, delivering quality projects but never stepping outside his circle. The other attends industry events, meets new contacts, collaborates with peers, and keeps in touch with past clients. Who do you think will get more referrals, bigger contracts, and insider offers? It's not even a competition. Networking doesn't mean being fake or using people. True networking is about adding value, building trust, and creating mutual benefit. It's listening as much as talking, giving as much as asking. The irony is, people who are terrified of networking often think it's manipulative, when in reality, the best networkers are the ones who genuinely care. If you want to escape the cycle of staying broke, you have to understand this. The biggest leaps in income often come from a single introduction, a single recommendation, or a single conversation that sets a chain reaction in motion. And you can't predict when that will happen, but it will never happen if you're not in the room. So, start today. Reach out to someone you admire. Attend that seminar. Join that group chat. Say hello to the person next to you at the coffee shop. The richest opportunities hide inside the simplest connections. And if you keep ignoring them, you'll be stuck wondering why others seem to catch all the lucky breaks, while you're still grinding in the shadows. Number 8, not investing in skills and self-education. The world is moving fast. Technology changes, markets shift, entire industries rise and fall in the time it takes you to binge watch a TV series. And yet, some people are still operating with the same skill set they had 5 years ago. They wonder why their income is stuck, why they can't compete, why opportunities pass them by. The answer is simple. They stopped learning. Here's the truth. Money flows to value, and value comes from skills. If your skills aren't improving, your value isn't increasing. That's why the people who stay ahead aren't just working harder, they're learning faster. Think of it like this. You can spend 10 years climbing a ladder, only to realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. Or you can pause, invest in better tools, learn a better way, and climb faster toward the right goal. Too many people see learning as something you only do in school. The wealthy know learning never stops. It's not about collecting random courses or hoarding knowledge you never use. It's about strategic learning. You figure out where the market is heading, you see what skills are in demand, and you master them before everyone else catches on. That's how you position yourself as irreplaceable. And it's not just technical skills. Self-education is the weapon the system never wants you to use. Because the moment you start learning outside of the box, you stop playing the game by their rules. You start creating your own opportunities instead of waiting for permission. So ask yourself, what skill could you learn in the next 6 months that would make you more valuable in your field? What knowledge gap is holding you back? Stop treating education like an expense and start treating it like your most profitable investment. The cost of staying the same is far greater than the cost of leveling up. Number 9, letting fear of failure stop you. Fear is the most expensive thing you'll ever own. Not because you bought it, but because of everything it costs you. Every dream you didn't chase, every opportunity you let pass, every what if that stayed trapped in your head instead of becoming reality, that's fear's silent tax. Fear of failure is a master of disguise. It shows up as perfectionism. I'm just not ready yet. It shows up as overthinking. I'll start when the time is right. It even shows up as fake humility. I'm not the type of person who could do that. All lies. And while you wait for the right moment, someone else, with half your talent and twice your courage, is taking your spot. Here's the ugly truth. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the foundation of success. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than most people have even tried. The only difference? They see failure as feedback, not a verdict. The wealthy aren't fearless. They just take action despite fear. They understand that fear is a signal of growth. If something scares you, it means it's stretching you. It means you're stepping into new territory, and that's exactly where breakthroughs happen. So here's your choice. You can keep letting fear protect you from discomfort, or you can let courage protect you from regret. One will keep you safe, the other will set you free. If you want to break out of being broke, you need to treat fear like a compass. If it points somewhere uncomfortable, that's probably the direction you should be running toward, not away from. Number 10, you chase trends, not value. You're always looking for the next big thing. One year it's crypto, the next it's drop shipping, then it's flipping sneakers, then some new AI gold rush. You chase what's hot because you want to get rich quick. But here's the truth. By the time you hear about it, the insiders have already cashed out. You're buying when it's hyped and selling when it's dying. That's why you lose. The wealthy focus on value, not trends. They look for assets that will still be valuable 10, 20, 50 years from now. Things like real estate in prime locations, businesses that solve timeless problems, and skills that never expire. Trends are like sugar. They give you a rush, then leave you empty. Number 11, you're afraid to sell. You tell yourself you're not a salesperson. You think selling is manipulative or dirty, so you hide from it and stay broke. But selling is the engine of wealth. Every rich person, directly or indirectly, sells. It might be a product, a service, an idea, or even themselves. If you can't persuade, you can't prosper. Selling isn't about tricking people. It's about solving a problem so well that people are willing to pay for the solution. Number 12, you never leverage other people's skills. You believe you have to do everything yourself. You don't trust anyone to do it as well as you, so you wear every hat: the worker, the accountant, the marketer, the designer. But this is the poverty trap. You trade your time for money instead of multiplying your time through others. Wealthy people understand leverage. They hire people smarter than them in specific areas. They pay $100 for someone to do in 1 hour what would take them 10 hours to figure out. And in those 10 hours saved, they make $1,000. Doing everything yourself doesn't save you money. It costs you opportunity. If you want to stop being broke, stop trying to be a one-man army. Build a team. Use other people's expertise to scale your results. If you really enjoy this video, kindly subscribe and click the notification button so you get notified when I upload my next video.